of the State Assembly, rather, of the State House of Assembly. Interesting times we live in, isn't it? Some of you have never witnessed a thing like this, but it's happened before. This is not the first time it is happening. We've seen things like this play out before in the past. Now let's get to it. Let's look at these things. Well, that just tells you that somehow it seems like the Nigerian state and the Nigerian democracy doesn't really grow, doesn't really change, still the same old, you know. Who knows? Maybe very soon we'll also see the National Assembly take over the Rivers State Assembly and perform legislative duties for the Rivers State Assembly all the way from Abuja. Or maybe we'll see a situation where they end up just, exchanging blows like we've had in the past. But it's good. Thank you for joining us. Let's look at the stories together now. We begin with the Punch newspaper. From the Punch, big story. Fuel price. Reject World Bank 750 naira per litre proposal. NLC warns federal government. Labour says fresh price hike will lead to anarchy. Federal government insists subsidy has been removed. Tinubu government fears unrest, subsidizing fuel secretly. Marketers allege. Project 1,000 naira per litre. Now, you see how these marketers and government just some way just subtly tell you how much fuel is going to sell in the future. So you somewhat prepare your mind. It's a tactic that communications experts use. So we fly a kite sometimes and look at see how people react to it, but then it plays a psychological trick on you because you start to one way or another prepare for it. You anticipate it, right? It builds up anticipation. So some people even go as far as beginning to buy, beg your pardon. People begin to panic buy and store up so that when the prices go up, they don't have to. It's a psychological play. Remember how we were told way before subsidy was removed that we were going to buy fuel for between 450 naira to 500 naira, and we subtly began to plan towards it, even though they say, if subsidy is removed, subsidy should not be removed, because if it does, people will buy fuel for between 450 naira and 500 naira, and Nigerians somewhat prepared their minds for it. It's a trick. So, like I said yesterday, there's a big possibility that maybe between now and the first quarter, maybe towards the end before the first quarter ends, there's a big possibility, I'm just saying, that you may buy fuel for 1,000 naira per litre, especially if the product becomes scarce. Let's just pray it doesn't happen. Let us pray it doesn't happen, because that would not be easy. It'd not be funny. But I do know that Nigerians have money, so we just adapt to all of these things. Away from that one, 6 Rivers commissioners resign. Assembly factions hold parallel sittings. APC faults Rivers court verdict. Vows to petition NJC. 6 Rivers commissioners resigned. So I know about the Commissioner for Finance, the Commissioner for Welfare, the Commissioner for what else now? There's just about them, 6 of them who resigned yesterday, and it said that these people are very, very loyal to the FCT minister. But then, I hope that they're not shooting themselves in the foot, especially those who defected to the APC. Let's just hope that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. Remember how Wike led 4 other governors of the PDP against the PDP, and then at the end of the day, they've all gone into political extinction, but he's the one who's still relevant. Let's just hope that these people don't play themselves. So Makinde is there, but Makinde was quite smart, right? Okay, the others, the likes of the former Abia State governor, the former Enugu governor, and even the Benue State, their Benue State counterparts, all got into political oblivion. But I mean, Wike is the only one who's got a position at the federal executive. Moving on. Aviation agencies, 50 directors sacked. EFCC grills NCAA chiefs. Aviation agencies, 50 directors sacked. EFCC grills NCAA chiefs. Customs generates 70% revenue from Lagos, says Controller General. Customs generates 70% revenue from Lagos, says Controller General. I mean, that's the only place where you have the ports working. Isn't it just logical? Basically, the most functional ports in the country is in Lagos. 32 states budget 14 trillion naira for roads and health as well as others. 32 states budget 14 trillion naira for roads, health, others. Kidnappers return to Lagos, abduct 2, demand 500 million naira ransom. Kidnappers return to Lagos, abduct 2, demand 500 million naira ransom. National Assembly probes $496 million Itakpe iron ore budget judgment payment. National Assembly probes $496 million Itakpe iron ore judgment payment. I mean, this is a racket for most people. Nigerians conniving with foreigners to fleece their country, to finesse the country, and defraud their own nation. It's been coming from time immemorial that Nigerians would connive with foreigners to do this to themselves. Why don't we make it a treasonable offense and prosecute the people? I keep saying this. Prosecute the people involved. It would be funny to see that people involved in such crimes that were perpetrated in Nigeria go back to their countries and they face punishments for that. But those here who did it against their own country walk scot-free. Nothing happens to them, and that's why it would continue. But again, who am I? What am I to say? Who am I to say what should happen? Nigerians are even comfortable with it, so yeah, let's keep it up. From the Guardian newspaper now, as Fubara signs budget, 5 commissioners resign, pro-Wiki lawmakers pass bills. Still there, restoring the dignity and functions of the police is an editorial piece in the belly of the Guardian newspaper. Tragedy over waterhead tank collapses. Tragedy as overhead water tank collapses kills 9-day-old baby mother in Ondo. Nigerians free to video and photograph officers on duty, says police. Nigerians free to video and photograph officers on duty. That's according to the police. So next time a policeman harasses you for bringing out your camera, please remind him and tell him that this is what the police public relations officer, ACP, Muyiwa Adejobi, guess it's ACP. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, moving away from that one now. Federal government faults World Bank, insists fuel subsidy is gone. Federal government faults World Bank, insists subsidy is gone. Anxiety in Southeast as Supreme Court rules on Nnamdi Kanu today. Anxiety in Southeast as Supreme Court rules on Nnamdi Kanu today. Okay, moving on from that one. Cosmetic surgery. When search for perfect silhouette leads to undesirable outcomes. That's one you want to read. It's going to make a very interesting feature read there. Moving on to the Nation newspaper. Crisis. 6 commissioners resign from Fubara's government. 27 lawmakers still at Assembly complex. Governor signs 800 billion naira budget passed by 4 lawmakers. And still you have Tinubu, we are working with lawmakers to fix economy. And it goes on to say that with Akpabio and Abbas on his side, he is sure to succeed. Anyway, away from that one, directors of aviation agencies sacked. First Lady of NCWS First Lady is NCWS Grand Patron. Slim allocation threatens Ondo and Edo governorship polls as well as others, says INEC. INEC always looking for money to conduct elections. Anyway, and after that, they do stuff that most Nigerians may not be very comfortable with. Moving on. Slim allocation threatens Edo Ondo governorship polls. Others, say INEC. Electoral agency seeks raise of votes to 89 billion naira. So at the general elections, INEC spent over 300 billion naira or so. Now they're going to conduct elections in 2 states and they're looking for 89 billion naira. NDDC owing contractors 50 billion naira, minister tells labor lawmakers. Retirees get 1.63 trillion naira under contributory pension scheme. I am for peace, Ayedatiwa declares after resumption. Ashain gets staff of office as Son's coronation begins. Infrastructure tops Kwara's 296.4 billion naira 2024 estimates. Those are headlines from the Nation newspaper. And Daily Trust is where we go next. From Daily Trust newspaper this morning, you have Kayamo sacks 33 aviation directors appointed by Sirica. Removal not surprising, says Roundtable. Officials removed while overseas. Minister advised to harmonize departments. Still there, you have Nigeria. Other developing countries spent $443 billion on debt servicing, says World Bank. Nigeria and other developing countries spent $443 billion on debt servicing. FIFA approves 30 Nigerian referees for 2024 competitions. That's quite good. Quite commendable. And you have Naira scarcity. POS agents hike charges by 100%. Naira scarcity. POS agents hike charges by 100%. Away from there now. And that's where we would have to maybe get into the conversation. Bring you in now. Joining with your 2 cents, call 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Send me a message on WhatsApp and via SMS on 090-9705-4450. All right, Johnny, let's bring in the first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Chief Cosmos.
Yes, my name is Chief Cosmos Tugunali. I'm calling from Suleja.
Welcome, Chief Cosmos.
Yes, Brother Tinubu has said it all. What Nigeria needs now is food security. How do we secure our people from hunger and poverty? Food security is the way. We should continue with the program of former President Muhammad Buhari, I said it yesterday, who banned the importation of foreign rice. We should have on that foundation. A nation can feed themselves, not depending on other people. What we have to do now is to put more money on the field, agriculture. People should produce more food and do everything possible that food is the priority of this government. And we are going to smile at last if you continue with that program. Instead of because of scarcity of food, so we will go back to buying the importing rice, importing everything that's importable for us to consume. We should have of that. While doing that, we make sure that Nigeria are comfortable. That's my own contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Cosmos. Have a pleasant day. Have a great weekend ahead. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abdullahi Mekano. Well, you're welcome.
This is Abdullah Mekano. Thank you very much indeed, sir. So briefly, I want to comment on this issue of fuel subsidy and the advice the World Bank to Nigerian government. I think Nigeria has no option. I'm not in support of that, but Nigeria has sold its future to international financial institutions. We would have no economic freedom in Nigeria. The huge borrowing this government or the last administration and this government continue receiving from the international institutions has already killed Nigerian economy and its future. So God will never forgive us for killing the future of our younger generation in this country. Our great-grandchildren are going to suffer for it because the country has been is sinking under the shadow of debt internationally. And we are not producing anything. It's not a productive country. The country is consuming, not producing anything. So that's why our economy can never be okay at this moment. And the World Bank is controlling our economy directly. They are controlling our leaders. Our leaders keep borrowing huge amount of money from the World Bank, IMF, and other developed countries around the world. This is what is killing our economy. When they borrow, they share it. They are not putting it in production. Can they borrow us money to make our refineries active? Our refineries are not active. Never advise the Nigerian government to fix it into refinery because they don't want us to have that refinery as active one in Nigeria. They have been giving us money, but no condition has been told to Nigerian government that to go and fix their refinery in the country. But they can give us money, they can use that money to control our economy in and outside. So Nigeria has no economic
freedom. All right, Abdullahi.
The country will continue to collapse.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Blessed. I'm very well. Good to have you.
Are you good? I hope you are cover yourself well. Oh.
Yes, I do that. Thank you.
Yeah, are your eyes?
Very well.
Shall be well with you. My name is Bibi Blessed. I greet our callers and I see everybody in our mother, our sister. My name is Bibi Blessed. I'm calling from Otako. In actuality, I want to talk. Now, this cash policy where they say cash. Me, waiting here, I always hit the point. I don't know whether you will get my point this morning. Why is it this way now? POS people, you will go back. Money no go there for your hand. But when you go POS you go get money. Keep the secret where back manager no go let us know. Because I don't really understand. When the POS people go back now, they go come out of money to do their business. What of me when we get the money? You cannot even have access for your money. Even the same you do transfer, you go hang. This be the solution. May our president please may put mouth for this matter. Because if you see now 419 for POS, you don't pay the person go enter motor. Some boys, good luck, they will bring POS come out for inside the motor. They say bring your ATM. They will withdraw your money. I have someone where close to me where the thing happened with day before yesterday. Why? And why the POS calculate for everywhere? Why people are back the security where you supposed to go back, you got your money. Please, may they tackle this issue. People don't they talk, they say, no, our talk not the big solution. May our talk, this POS matter may big solution. May we question the back manager. Please, they are using our money to do business. You when you get money, you cannot have access for your money. Now what I want to talk this morning is that. Please, this month is approaching. God bless
thank you very much. A little bit of investigation, asking questions around as to how it is that POS. So those POS people actually also struggle to get cash. So what most of them do is that they go to filling stations, they go to the markets and all of those places to get cash, because even the banks would not give them cash. However, there are those who people within the bank give cash. Okay, so it's a two-way thing. Some people who do, if you do not have if you do not just the way many other things work in this country, if you do not know anybody, You'd have to go and work hard and look for a way to get it from, from other sources. So what they do is they go to the banks, to what do you call them? Filling stations, for instance. They go to fill stations and buy the cash. So if they buy 10,000 naira for 1,000, they come to you and they do. If they buy 10,000 naira for 100 naira or 200 naira, right? They come to you and they sell to you, or they charge you 400 naira for 10,000 naira. That's how they make their profit. So they get like 100% on what it is that they spent to get each 10,000 naira that they get. So they get 10,000 for 200 naira, and then when you come to them, they charge you 400 naira for every 10,000 naira. Hope that you understand that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Nacho.
Good morning to you.
This Ahmed from Studio.
Ahmed,
I
I'm
want
glad.
you to sit back and listen.
It's good that you joined in this morning.
I overheard you saying something about Nnamdi Kanu. What is Nigerian? What are they doing? You should leave this man. Many court has already talked that this man, they have already took this man to court, and court has approved that this man should be released. So what? I don't know. Why is Nigeria like this?
Well,
Nacho,
the Supreme Court will rule on it today, and we'll see what the Supreme Court says. But it's most likely going to go home after this one.
Nacho,
Let's believe so.
this is not the first case of. I don't know what's wrong like that. We have rules and constitution in this country. When somebody is approved to be released, they should release him.
I mean,
it's unfair. I don't know. There are so many people who even committed more than what Nnamdi Kanu committed, and they are moving freely in this country. What is this country? This country is a country where they will focus on people and they will not focus. It's not like that. Everybody, we are all supremacy against the law. What kind of this? I don't know what's wrong with Nigeria. They should please. And about this fuel, something of this fuel price rising. I don't know. Nigeria, we are all a producing country. At least we have the right to enjoy the dividends of our wealth and natural resources. Thank you.
We get you very much. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you for calling. Things go on. Lots of things happen. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince. I'm not sure.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. World Bank says the federal government is paying subsidy. Federal Allocations Commission says federal government is paying subsidy. Marketers say federal government is paying subsidy. Only federal government says they are not paying subsidy, because it will be a hypocrisy for them to admit. And Nigerians are going through here because they have removed subsidy. If at the end of the day they are still paying subsidy, who is collecting the money? Even with the removal of subsidy, who is gaining it? Nigerians are going through here. I hope we will not continue like this and end up like this under Tinubu's government, because Nigerians will be in for it. On dollar to is now 1,260. And I was listening yesterday when one of the apologists of the government said, what is the problem with Nigerians about exchange rate? He had once said that it doesn't matter even if a dollar becomes 30,000 naira per dollar. Those are the defenders of this government. If the government is going to run through like this, the opinion of this kind of people, then Nigeria Nigeria will suffer for it. If exchange rate goes high, that does not know that whatever, because we depend on this dollarization of our economy now. If dollar goes so high, with all this we import. Like I told you now, a bag of flour is going for about 44,000 naira. If I produce my bread, then I will now charge 10,000 naira for bread. Who will buy it? Will we stop eating? Shall we stop eating? If the things that doesn't matter. It's a pity that people reason like this and they defend government. On it is like a PEID. People just connive. The system now is that any way you can make money from Nigeria, whether it is oil bunkering, whether it is stealing from public funds, whether it doesn't matter anymore. That's the economy we are running. It's a voodoo system. They will connect with foreigners and then they pretend that they render some services to Nigeria. We have consultants who represent Nigeria before you know it, doing this something. That's what is going on in Nigeria. It's a pity. And the government has no willpower to go after all these people and prosecute them. Even in security, agents of insecurity, you
right,
cannot
Clement.
prosecute them.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Clement
you,
Simon Prince. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Enacho. How are you
I'm
doing?
very well.
Abubakar.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, Lord, your stranger. Thank you.
Welcome.
Some Nigerian referees have gained international recognition by FIFA. We hope they will push the frontiers and open doors for many other Nigerian referees. And we hope they will keep to the best global practices. They will not compromise. And again, Mr. President is still hammering on subsidy is gone. The credibility of this government is going down too. They are losing credibility every day, day in, day out, because the essence of government is to protect life and security, to protect life and provide security. People are losing full security. People are finding it very difficult to cope with life in Nigeria. People are not enjoying this government. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. Now, let's quickly look at this day newspaper, front page this day newspaper. Federal government vows to award oil assets to only companies with proven capacity in future bid rounds. Says era of delay of license extensions, ministerial consent over, assures producers of enabling policies to attract investments, ramp up production. How Tinubu lobbied heads of states over Nigeria's OPEC quota rise. Presidency, $13.5 billion investment expected in the energy sector in 12 months. Investor uncertainty persists 2 years after PIA passage. IPPG bemoans. And also, Amcon recovers over 1.8 trillion naira, says it remains profitable year on year. Tinubu says, having Akpabio and Abbas at my side as National Assembly leaders enough to make me succeed. Assembly, not an appendage of executive, says Senate President. Well, it does look like it. More callers. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Chief Cosmos, I'm calling back.
Chief Cosmos,
Yes,
can we allow all the callers to call in, please? It wouldn't be fair to have you call twice when other people are just looking to get in. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome. Chinonso, I'm glad you're here.
Okay, the federal government always denied the don't pay subsidy. This is telling us that the government has no subsidy. This government, the more you lose, the less you see. You see, when you start with propaganda, you cannot, it's very difficult to control life. You cannot. Because if you're too waiting, if you want to come up from this side, the other one will pull out. If you want to go and cover from the other end will pull out. That is just the thing. Keramo starts 33 directors in aviation and is appointed by Hadi Senator. Hadi Senator that hired the plane, painted for us. Typhoon Nigerian money. It's a good way for me. Keramo should do more because in aviation sector, what is going on there? What Hadi Senator committed in aviation sector? It's time. If Keramo did not even take time, we should just calm down and take all these elements that had the Senator appointed out of this.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And here we go, another one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, GB.
My name is GB.
Welcome.
This commissioner so far resigned in Rivers State. You know, the this thing is getting media, and the people will suffer for it. I think the two parties need to share their thoughts and come together. Then I'm challenging the elders of Rivers, former governors and the rest to come together and save the situation from generating into another thing before it is too late. Then also, the federal government said their subsidy is gone and it's gone forever. I usually ask, how can somebody claim they are paying subsidy when people are selling petrol at their own price? In my area yesterday, if somebody the petrol is from 550 from 650 so 660, and some are selling 630, some are selling 640. And I ask, who is collecting subsidy among these people? Nobody will answer. They will come on radio and say, they are paying subsidy, this and this and that. You see, that time we believe in our government. Government is saying they are not paying subsidy. NFP is saying, look, we bring in this fuel. I will never buy from workers at any price you want. What I want government to do is just to get that our refinery are working, then all this speculation will end. And they have told World Bank to keep its speculation that at the price we are selling is still good for our citizens. Also, the issue of IBPS from university will help the university to organize themselves, and the government should work to make universities fully independent on their own. Let them run their own program, they need their own money and spend their own money. University should not be coming to federal government to collect money. But from capital something, they should be able to run their own expenses, their own other budget. Government should only invest in capital prompting for university. And also the main university, they make private people to invest in university by building hostel for university and collect money. And so that people can have hostel and many things in university. Right. Because that way you can only fund our education. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Moving on. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, my friend.
Good morning.
Hello, my friend.
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Jerry calling.
Jerry, you're welcome. Jerry, why are you going to Karimo this early morning?
Yeah, that is where I'm going now.
Okay, great. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
My friend.
Sorry.
I've been told you all the time. I've been telling you. See, what do we do to this America that want to cause havoc to us? The one they have done is not enough for somebody to suggest to export. I've been an importer of crude oil ago, and begin to import it back. It's not enough havoc they have done for us. Now the World Bank now don't suggest us we should increase our fuel to 750 naira. Government that don't even support the citizens. Government that don't even remember the citizens. Government that don't even know the citizens. I don't understand. My friends, I don't understand. Huh? The government that don't even care about the citizens. PIO come road will disgrace us. Police will come, soldier will come, he will disgrace us on the road. Everybody should you on this country. And you are telling me to increase this thing to 7. Don't worry, we never ready. As you said, talk and this man he say we never ready to even fight for ourselves. Until when we are ready to fight for ourselves, no problem.
Thank you very much, Jerry. When we're ready, we'll get there. All right, let's bring in some messages as we continue to take your thoughts in. Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Christiana. My name is Yahya from Suleja. I want to first and foremost comment about the videoing and taking pictures of officers on duty. Yeah, they've been telling us this for quite a long time now, but is it really feasible? The problem is that Nigeria, I think we have not developed to that extent that when you are videoing an officer who is carrying out his duty, he will not harass you, he will not do anything to you. But in this country, it's quite difficult for you to video an officer who is doing the wrong thing and he is seeing you doing it with AK-47. If he doesn't shoot you, you collect the phone and smash to the ground and you don't have any evidence against him anymore. Can you go to the police and report that yes, this officer was this and that and I was trying to video her and he smashed my phone, he collected my phone, because you don't have the evidence anymore. How do you do that? It's quite, yes, we know they can do that, but it's not going to be easy. And as for Rivers commissioners resign, I think this race between Wiki and Fubara is getting messier and messier every blessed day. My problem with this whole thing is that the Rivers people really want to suffer for this because the governor is no longer settled. Because there's no way he can be settled with this kind of things going on around him. Commissioner of Finance is one of the major commissioners in his cabinet, resigned. I think the people in Rivers, I don't know why they are quiet. They need to call these people to order. There's nothing that cannot be settled. Whatever it is that they have between them, they should be able to settle it. So that at least governance can take standard in Rivers State. And as for petrol to sell for 1,000 according to the marketers, whatever they like, they should tell us. If they sell it for 1,000 naira, will cease being in this country. There's nothing we can do about it. The government cannot do anything. If they fail us, then we'll vote them out coming in the next election and we'll vote another person in. But the problem is that who will even be a messiah in this country? We don't even have a messiah. May God help us in this country. Thanks for having me.
you very much, Yahya. Appreciate you sending that message in. And let's get to the next one. This one is from Henry Oga. Henry, good morning. It's been a while. You say, good morning, sir. Subsidy is gone. Has it helped Nigeria or create more problems for Nigerians? With subsidy removal, Nigeria is still borrowing for projects. Naira is losing against dollars. Nigeria is facing serious hardship. The poor can no longer breathe. Politics in Nigeria is for the rich and their family. Henry Yoga, thank you very much for your intervention. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Prince.
Thank you very much for joining us, Moses. Good to have you.
Yeah, it's Moses. Thank you very much. Happy.
I wish you the same.
The issue of World Bank giving Nigerian advice to increase fuel from 6 to 750. I mean, 7 something there is uncalled for. What are we saying? The mess that this country is going through today was caused by this World Bank. Were they able to monitor and they give analysis on the loans that we give to this country? Why would they put this country into mess for them to come back again to look loans from them or to take loans from them? So they shouldn't advise Nigerians on that. I think that the advice that they would have given Nigerians is that they would have given us loans to put our refineries in order. That is what Nigerians are expecting. You don't tell us that we should come and increase fuel. That advice is not acceptable. Then the other one, Yana Joe. What is going on with this, our bank? You go to bank, no cash. The way I advise to go to POS. That is what some of the other cashiers do. Go to POS. What are the financial bodies doing? To cope up with this, have we turned now into the Naira scarcity, which Omefele is suffering for now? So what is going on? So the financial bodies should please come out and tell us what is going on in this country. You go to a bank, no money, they will tell you that go to POS. They will advise you to go to POS. And you go to a filling station again, you see this POS moving around that. So they will just be collecting money from this some price fee. I saw it live. So I don't know what is that. If we are in a country where nobody is monitoring on what is happening, the Lord will help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Moses. Moving on, next one. It's here. Abbas from Duce. You say, good morning. On issue of fuel price, what some of us don't understand is that if government have not taken subsidy away, she would have been paying more on subsidy today because the price of this commodity is not stable at international markets. Is that okay? Thank you. Okay. No matter the price hike of PMS, it will never be enough since we continue to import crude products where the price keeps fluctuating. I think our government have failed to do what is needed by ensuring our refinery works and decentralize the supply of these products through laying of pipes across the nation to supply commodity to tank farms. And this action would have stabilized the price of PMS and reduced the waste of our hard-earned petrodollars through importation. Our government has to sit up as continuous fuel price hike will never solve our energy crisis in Nigeria. Thank you, Abbas. And let's take SMS. Yesterday I wasn't able to take some of your messages sent in. Fireman from Kuba says, after advising us to devalue our currency weekly for 30 years, they are back again with the talk of PMS price increase. These people know they tire me. God, please save my nation and its citizens. And then Oganemano says, when are we going to be free from APC deception, lies and propaganda? President Tinubu said fuel subsidy is gone, but today there is news making the rounds that government is still paying subsidy. Nawal, Nigeria. Well, federal government says they're not paying subsidy. They're the ones who pay, and they. Suleiman, good morning. Let's hear you.
My prince.
Good morning.
AKA our radio bulldozer. Good morning, sir.
Welcome.
My principal, I'm so sorry. I'm still feeling this my catarrh thing now. No, it never leave me.
Sorry about
so I beg,
that.
make una manage my voice, please.
Get well soon.
Good morning, sir. How was your night?
Very well.
Please let me just make my comment briefly as usual. The issue of this World Bank that the advice that they are giving Nigerian government. So me too, I would advise the Nigerian government, please, they should do the one that can favor Nigerians, not the one that can favor them, the government. They know what we, the citizens, need. So I believe they will never ever do what will bring problem to citizens. So that is my advice for them. And the other side, my prince, about this, the fuel issue that we are talking. You know, that day, I think day before yesterday, we talk about one filling station when I tell you one corn oil in area 10, how they are on, how they are meter. But please, my prince, you know, not always the one that are doing bad we will talk about. When we see the one that is doing good, I know that you can permit me to talk the one that I see, yes, even them, they are doing good, my prince. Yesterday, my fuel finished at Nitel Junction. I just go to this AP, very opposite Transcorp Hilton. It's their AP there, wallahi, they are liter. And do you know that those people, they did not increase their own price? They are still selling their own price 640. And wallahi, their liter is very, very good. My place, I went here, even they did not collect 10 naira wallahi when I want to buy for gallon. You know, most of these people that are there on 660, you must give them 200 naira for gallon. You understand? But this one, wallahi, when I tell him that they should fully tell me that you don't have change, did I have change? Because you don't want, well, we don't have any change. You see that even he's willing to give me change, I say no problem. Just carry on, go, just whatever it is, we know how to be hard. Telling that I have small change here with me. So they fill my gallon. That 4 liters that I tell you that there's somebody fill it, this in corn oil, 4,000 naira did not fill it. Wallahi, with 3,200, that's what filled that my gallon. So to tell you that we have good one, that's why always we cannot generalize to say all the filling station in Abuja, this and that. Wallahi, they are doing good, my prince, please. So that's why I say not the one that always doing bad we can talk. When we see the one is doing good, wallahi, their own is good. And I say kudos to them, my prince, and thank you so much for giving me this privilege. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Suleiman. Okechukwu, good morning. Let's hear you.
Hello, Iheanacho, good morning. My name is Okechukwu.
Welcome.
I want to react on the headline I said today Nnamdi Kanu have case in the Supreme Court. Please, I'm begging everybody, even the Supreme Court, please, they should look into Nnamdi Kanu case. Since the court have freed him, let them look into it and free him. Let him go home and rest, please. What we need in this nation is peace. Holding him, it's causing more harm to the nation. You understand? Away from that, other fuel sectors say that federal government is paying subsidy, and federal government is denying it, they are not paying fuel subsidy. Okay, the subsidy they remove, what is the benefit? Nigerians are benefiting from it? Nothing. We are suffering, buying fuel of 600 and something naira and still staying in the queue. You see? Is it not a shameful thing to this country? Please, please, I want you to give me an update. Today is 15, and they promise us that this end of this month that the refineries will work. Please, I want you to give me an update. That's what I'm calling you for. Please, I want to know, are they still working on the refinery or is just a mail talk? Because when they say this, some people are supporting, saying yes, it will work. Let them give the benefit of doubt. Now we are waiting. Let's see whether it is going to work. Because I know everything in this country is propaganda. That's what I just want to say. Please, thank you so much. Have a blessed day. God bless your station. Bye bye.
Thank you, Okechukwu. Have a blessed day yourself. Maybe until the 31st day in December, or when we cross over to the next year, we can begin to ask questions as to, well, this promises. I mean, we've heard these things. I don't think it's new. It should be new or surprising to you. We've heard the kick-off dates for the refineries change about 4 to 5 times now, so it wouldn't be a new thing if it doesn't happen again.
Good morning, Prince Iheanacho.
Good morning.
I greet all the caller and listener of Great Eagle FM. My name is Trifuldi. I just want to contribute on the issue of IMF advising Nigerians on what to do. My prince, you see, we don't need to blame IMF. If we are a country that take our own decision, control our economic, and make use of our resources for the benefit of the country, especially for the people within the country, IMF will not be saying this or saying that. That is just aside. Then on the issue of River State, my candid advice to both the parties in court is they have to just watch, because the international community are watching at them. The Nigerians are watching at them. And they should remember, the aftermath of what they are doing will be more harmful than what they think they want to do. But I pray they should know that Nigeria and River State is greater and bigger than the political party and they themselves. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria. Good morning.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Don is here. Good morning, Don.
Hello, good morning, my prince. How was your night? I hope it was great. My name is Don, TGIF, and compliment of the season. Okay, Iheanacho, I laugh when some of us come here to say, add more money to this, put more money to this. Of course, maybe they are just being, I don't know, let me not use the word that is not friendly. The truth is that we don't have strong institutions. Our system has collapsed, like our brother Usman Dora has been saying. And that is why we have voted for the right person. Because, Iheanacho, the truth remains that until you have people who are passionate about Nigeria get into authority to sanitize it and set clear example with people who have swindled Nigeria, Iheanacho, nothing will change. Nothing, absolutely nothing will change. People will, in fact, Nigeria will keep on getting worse. Because I know when I grew up, things we enjoyed from government, you can no longer see them. there was a place we lived when I was small, younger, and those days we know of pipe-borne water. It is everywhere. But I can tell you for a fact now, you don't see those things. Who's even talking about it? See, we voted for the right persons, and then INEC will give us the wrong persons, and yet they kept on demanding for billions of naira, and nobody is even making sure they are utilizing this money. It's the same in all sector, in all facets of our economy. Corruption is the reason why Nigeria is collapsing, and that is why we need the right persons. We need persons with passion to come in and sanitize the country. If you don't do this, we will keep on deceiving ourselves. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Salasi. Good morning to you. Let's hear you.
Good morning, President Henacho. I hope you are getting well. The Lord Almighty God is your strength. My name is Salasi. See, somebody was in support of Buhari when Buhari was maltreating the lecturers. Now again, see, I don't know why some people whenever the wind blow, they follow. Now we are talking about subsidy. I'm telling you, President Henacho, subsidy, they are still paying subsidy. If they truly remove subsidy, I'm telling you, President Henacho, we are going to buy fuel at the rate of 1,000 naira per liter. We are going to buy fuel at the rate of 1,000 naira per liter, just like what the marketer says. And somebody will come and be defending government blindly. I'm telling you, Prince Ehenacho, if you really remove this subsidy, we are going to buy that fuel at that. How much is the aviation aviation fuel? How much is diesel? How much is kerosene that you can't even see? How much is gas per kg? Then somebody will say, now lie, he is in support of the government. Now lie, government are still paying the subsidy. They are paying the subsidy. Then come to the issue of sacking of the director. Me, that one doesn't move me. They should invite Hadi Sirika. You launch Nigerian Air. Before launching of Nigerian Air, you launch Nigerian logo. After the Nigerian Air logo, you launch Nigerian Air. In no less than 48 hours, that aircraft disappear. They are not talking of that one. They are talking of sacking the director. Yes, they can start somewhere, but it should go to Hadi Sirika. Even Buhari should come and answer. Buhari should come and answer. Thank you for giving me the privilege. Nobody.
Thank you very much. I just even lost what I was going to say. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chidin BC.
We have no cause to blame World Bank for advising the federal government on what to do. You see, they have a conducive environment in Nigeria economy to do business with. They are doing their business. They are getting more from the government, so they continue, and our people are supporting them. There is nothing there. I think, on my own understanding, there is nothing the federal government will do, or anybody should do, or this great them. Revive this refinery, and that's all. This refinery, to start with, that is the first step. And it will build up our economy somehow, at least to 40 to 40%. Only that refinery. What are they? Is it a no-go area? That is what I'm asking. I've been asking you this question. Is reviving a refinery, is it a no-go area? They are talking of December. It's not visible. Even next year, we are not sure of it. Let this government mean business. Let them do this refinery. And remove Nigerians from all this unnecessary suffering. This country is a great country. God made it. God on his own created this country to be so great. But some people in this country refuse this country from moving forward.
Thank you very much. Moving on. Honorable Edward, good morning. Let's hear
Senator, good morning. Thank God, happy weekend.
Welcome.
I greet you, sir. Senator, what happened to COVID-19 in Benin State? You made me not to travel to Benin to travel for Christmas again. I've not heard from you. By the way,
I made you
commissioners from River State Rizani. You see that everything is not becoming the reality. You see, how can you be a governor and someone will nominate a finance commissioner to you? Very sensitive position. All of them are resigned because the governor has changed his mood. He knew that they are going to be sacked. That's why they resign, not because they have any relative to do. Nothing will happen to the governor of River State. Senator, we need to, cut this off completely. This issue of, guapadalism is becoming, above everything in Nigeria. So what we should do now is that if Wike want to contest to governor, the constitution is not there for him again to contest. Why he's not? He's the ADC minister. Why is he monitoring what is happening in River State? He wants to be in charge of River State for what? The assembly member who has the seat have been declared back and going to assembly complex. They are they going there to teach cement or to teach iron law? They should be treated as such. The government should take a proactive action against that. Anybody who's going to that side is the president must be a medicine or a carpenter or something, an engineer. They should take this, block the whole road to that place. They don't have a place to sit in River State. They should go and recontest. It's very simple. It's that time we should stop this in Nigeria. We complain without taking drastic action. This time, the River State governor has proven he should take a cue from Senator George Akume, former governor, former senator, former minority leader of the Senate, former minister, and the president SGF, my leader. Look at the way he treated Benue State crisis. With the president of this country, Senator Tinubu, Ambode, so far he treated it without having any issues. Why is Wike behaving like this? Thank you, and God bless you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. So on this subsidy matter, the question you should ask is, if government says they spent about 4 trillion naira on subsidy last year, and then they budgeted about 3 trillion or so for subsidy for the first 6 months of this year on subsidy, how much would it amount to per liter of the 60 million or 70 million liters they said we were doing initially, even though right now that we do no longer subsidize, we're doing far less than the 70 million liters they claimed initially. Put it at 70 million liters, how much would you arrive at, that was paid on every liter of fuel? Because I recall that some years ago, what we heard was the federal government pays about 30 naira or so per liter on subsidy. And then at some point it went up to about 50 or something or so naira per liter. If at this point you're buying fuel at 600 and something naira per liter, and people are saying, oh, we should have been buying for 1,000 naira per liter, are we to say that the Buhari administration was paying up to 800 naira per liter on subsidy? And just thinking, okay, moving on. Just do the math, please. Those of you who have the time, do the math and let me know. Alex Jennifer says, the country will remain like this until our youth wake up and take back their country. That's all I have to say. Mekuna. Okay. So let's quickly take this one in.
Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Abuja people. My name is Desmond Eke, the Lotto Boy. I'm voice from Kuje Area Council. Prince, 2 days. I want to talk on the issue of fuel price being anticipated to be sold at a rate of 1,000 naira. I told you before that I have hope in Nigeria, project called Nigeria. But in this government, I doubt the hope. I think I told you last time that I don't have hope in this government. The reason being that you can, people say that Saturday will go good, or Friday will go good. Sometimes it starts from the Monday. Sometimes, even though when it doesn't start from Monday, from Tuesday, Wednesday, you can know. You understand me? So now what am I saying, SS? When you enter into power and you float the dollar and you remove subsidy without thinking about the people you are leading, all you just want to do is just because you want to do whatever you want to do and achieve whatever you want to achieve, without looking at the replica, the triple effect of it to the people that you are going to lead. What else do you expect? How can you remove subsidy and float the dollar? And you are aware that the dollar will depend on the dollar to do whatever we do in Nigeria. We import the fuel pump, the fuel, we import the diesel, we import everything. Now a diesel is sold at a rate of 1,200 naira, 1,300. Depends on the station you enter. And let me shock you here, Nacho. Do you know that all these filling stations, what they do is that you see their first pump, those first line of pump, their PMS, the dispenser pump, they will make it and they will become okay. But you see all those last one, my God, those last one is the more you look, the less you see, and they always close those first one and allow people.
What happened? Not a boy.
Good morning, Nigeria. Everything. Now a diesel is sold at a rate of 1,200 naira, 1,300. Depends on the station you enter. And let me shock you here, Nacho. Do you know that all these filling stations, what they do is that you see their first pump, those first line of pump, their PMS, the dispenser pump, they will make it and they will become okay. But you see all those last one, my God, those last one is the more you look, the less you see, and they always close those first one and allow people.
Thank you very much. Brightman says, okay. Brightman, the message reads, good morning, Henacho. You're sending this message in from Airport Road, and you say, I want the Rivers lawmakers to read this history because majority of them haven't joined politics when it played out. Chief Jim Wobodo was instrumental to the emergence of Dr. Chimaroke. Long story, really long story. Some of you would recall this and how Chimaroke ran Jim Wobodo out of town in Enugu State at the time. Even though he controlled the State Assembly at the time.
Hello, good morning, Prince Ihanacho.
Good morning.
Every day I listen attentively to the program, and I have to speak today. My name is the Prince Daddy.
Welcome.
I think all I have to say is that Nigeria, we are just sitting on a gunpowder. And the aftermath, we should just pray.
Okay, we're going to pray. We keep praying. Haven't we always prayed? Comrade Basi, let's take your message finally.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your Radio Highness.
Welcome.
God bless your day. Thank God it's Friday, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want us to comment about headlines and today's dailies. Please say that those 6 commissioners that resigned from Rivers State government should be told that their so-called godfather, Nyesom Wike, is on the way leading them to Kuru, Benue, and others. As we are now talking, these ex-governors remained irrelevant in the country's political space and forwarded it to grandstand someday. Bank is demanding a whopping sum of 89 billion naira to conduct another sham election as usual in only 2 states of election. Has the commission been made to account for over 200 billion spent on the last election? Please, let's call INEC to order. Else, INEC will destroy our democracy. God bless Nigeria. My name is